Why are we holding a basketball and why we're dressed up like this? Find out on this week's episode of Anime Aficionados. Dang.
Touchdown!
Greetings, salutation YouTube. This is the Manga Night.
This is Little Wren.
And here we're talking about everyone's favorite basketball series, Slam Dunk. No, we're not talking about Slam Dunk because you guys need to accept the fact it's done. It came out centuries ago and it's over.
It's like old as your parents.
But
we got a lot talking about
we are going to talk about Kurokos Basketball.
Yeah, Kurokos Basketball. I found out about it. I kind of got in it slowly because I'd seen the characters on people posting on Facebook. I'm like, what is this crazy basketball show? And it actually is super awesome. I don't know anything about basketball. You know, shoot it into the basket and it's awesome, but they actually bring it to life in a way that it's really like watching Dragon Ball Z plays basketball. Almost even to the point where it takes like 6 episodes just to do like one play or one game, but
like
it actually
5 episodes, and I have counted.
Yeah, but it's actually really entertaining.
Which is actually funny because like you were telling me about this, and the sad thing is I was thinking about this is gonna be free. It's gonna be like free. It's gonna be shirtless men. It's gonna be baskets.
There are shirtless men, and those kids are not in high school. We're just gonna get that bottom line.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you that question. Okay, Kagami. I call him something else, but I can't say that because I'm a decent human being. Mm-hmm. Kagami, yeah, what's up with him? Because, he's Japanese who grew up in America because I can see the American tendencies in him.
I mean, you basically have it right.
I just gotta ask, did he grow up in New York? Because that would make so much sense.
I don't think they know that much about America to say exactly where he grew up, but they say that he goes to school and joins a basketball club, and he was in America playing basketball, and comes back because he says that it's not a competition there. He was basically blowing everyone out of the water, which is hard to think about in America because he was a pretty good basketball player in high school.
Question, did he go up against black players?
Who knows? He could have been, in America, he could have been in like Utah or something. I don't know.
Okay,
but sorry, Utah, black people, we know you exist. But at the same time, he comes to Japan and he joins a basketball team, which was okay in previous years, but you find that he's a very asset
They literally
player.
just started starting out, so they don't have like build-up players like most guys have.
Yeah, it's like their second year. So, but what they do have is to go up against the Generation of Miracles, which is another group of
the prodigy.
Really talented players, which you kind of find that out in the very beginning of the anime. It just opens up, reminds you about Generation of Miracles every episode, so you can't forget about them.
And don't also forget about the Phantom Six. Yes, there are originally 5 prodigies, and there's a 6th member who is actually has, I'm surprised we can talk about because he is the star of the show, at least in my opinion, is the assassin Kuroko himself.
He's not an assassin. I keep telling you that. He's not an assassin.
You lied to me.
You
told me ninjas in basketball.
He's kind of like a ninja.
Is false advertising.
Do watch it because he's kind of ninja-esque. He's basically that player that he kind of like, no one knows he's there. He's the one who passes the ball.
Point guard.
Yeah, that.
There you go. I got
basketball term. You see basketball. Yeah. Okay, so he's that, and he's the one that everybody passes to, but he's so unassuming that people forget he's there. So he's the Phantom 6 member when in reality he's been there the whole time. He's just so good at being unassuming that no one realizes he's there. And so he can actually be a major asset by getting between players, catching the ball when no one expects him to be there, and passing it to the other 5 members who have their really good special abilities.
Like the palming of death of basketball throughout the entire court.
Yeah, that was the most awesome I've ever seen ever.
It was also unexpected because doesn't everyone always joke the fact Kuroko is pretty much a sickly and unhealthy child, and out of nowhere it's like, your team is whack. Ha!
He's not sickly. He's not sickly. He's just the smallest member of their entire group. But he also shows the least amount of emotion, so I can see why you thought that. But yeah, he kind of comes up with like his own special attacks where he basically I say Kamehameha's the ball across the court.
I say palm of death.
What's that? Okay, so serious talk. What's that part of basketball where they have to throw the ball after the other team makes a basket? They have to throw the ball to their team and then they throw it back to them on the court. I always thought that was pretty redundant. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's really
okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about. He does that across the entire freaking court. So
not half court, the entire
not
court.
half court, the entire court. So he basically does a super tsunami wave thing of death basketball and like throws the basketball on the other side of the court. Kagami catches it and makes the basket. Spoiler alert, I probably should have told you that first, but it's basketball, you knew that was going to happen, people are going to make baskets. It's the most badass thing I've ever seen in an anime involving sports.
Yeah, I'm only 13 episodes deep, and so far, just finished up their first major competition arc, and I gotta say, I only see nothing but great things about it. And yes, and unlike Slam Dunk, which took forever to pick up, bam, episode 1, you're hooked, and I love that about it. But that's what we think about Kurokos Basketball. I love it, you love it, the world loves it, and you soon will love it. But tell us, what do you think about Kurokos Basketball?
Yeah, leave a comment below, like, share, get your friends involved so you guys can all root for Kuroko's team because they're awesome. No, not his team. Anyways.
I'm the Manga Knight.
And I'm Little Wren.
Oh!
Hole in one!
This is Japanese lunchtime rush! 「胸に響く諦めの過去で